Hey kids, it's Sunday morning. I'm downtown, very, very beat up from the gig last night and the time I got in. Yeah, I'm out of washer fluid. We're on our way to a bridal show at the Pfister Hotel. Alright, so we are at a wedding show. This is my typical trade booth setup. Got the moving heads going. I'm drawing some attention to the booth. White scrims with the Tri-7 LEDs behind them, the flat bars. Show those off. Pretty simple booth, really. This is Louie. Louie is an agent at ACA Music and Entertainment. Now, tell us, what is an agent? What is an entertainment agent?
An entertainment agency is one who represents different forms of live entertainment, recorded entertainment, basically anybody in the entertainment industry.
Okay, so the people who you represent don't work for you, right?
That's correct. They're all independent contractors. We facilitate their bookings. Some of the acts we will work and take care of their publicity or help with their publicity.
Right. Now, what are some of the other things that agents do for the talent?
Well, the biggest, if a true agent is merely a representative that takes care of the booking end of it, as far as providing work for them, first and foremost, second of all, keeping their image out there in the public. Right.
Okay, so if there's somebody out there who wants to get involved with an agency, what are some of the things they need to think about?
Like having a good media kit with promo for a live band, actual recording, or more preferably video recording, song lists of all the types of material they do. We in particular handle cover artists as opposed to agencies that work with original artists.
Right.
The goal with the agencies that work with original artists is to get their product out into the public, get it, and the final analysis, get the royalties coming in for the work that they do.
Okay, so there are a lot of DJs out there who say, hey, we know you use an agent, how do I get involved? And I think there's a little more to that when it comes to the DJ end of it. You gotta do a little more than having maybe got a few weddings under your belt. What do you look for when you're looking for DJs?
Well, first of all, at ACA Entertainment, where I work, we handle strictly DJs that are private party and corporate party, with a few minor exceptions. We have a few public venues, but predominantly it's private parties. The private parties, certainly they have to have a wealth of knowledge, background. Until they reach a certain point, we can't help them. When they reach that plateau of proficiency where they can handle a crowd, they know how to MC and work the crowd, and generally be a real good person to work with, that's when they will come up on our radar.
What's the best way for a DJ to get your attention, besides blowing your phone off the wall?
Well, that's probably not the best way as far as the phone off the wall.
Right.
That tends to make us not want to really
Right,
work.
exactly.
But when it's all said and done, high reference points, if we'll have somebody give a favorable reference on jobs they've done, that's the best way to get it done.
Right. Well, thanks for your time, and hopefully we cleared up a few questions that some people have out there about agencies.
You know, one of the things actually, or I should say several things I'll mention, the best thing with the DJ to get our attention when it's all said and done is to give us promo with good looking people, nice people to work with. And that sounds funny because DJs sometimes, if they're not out in the real world, think, oh, it's all about how much knowledge I have, I'm up on the charts. That's certainly important, but when it comes to the actual getting jobs for them, people basically look at image as much as they do the actual talent level of picking material.
Right, right. There's more to it than people think, and I don't know. I try to explain to people as nicely as possible that you can't just jump in and grab an agent. You've got to be really dependable. You have to be somebody that people know and want, maybe have a little bit of a name for yourself, and you know, some people just aren't ready for it. But then again, you know, it's just what's the $1 million? The $1 million question is, how do we, I guess, express to you that we feel we're ready, and then how do you then evaluate that? Do you evaluate it by references, or do you evaluate it by?
Well, we evaluate it by all the tools that we have to work with. In other words, the more better image that we have as far as whether video presentation with a packed house full of people that they're entertaining, that goes a long way, that helps a lot. And when it's all said and done, it's trial by fire. Matter
Sure.
of fact, that's how you came on board.
Yeah.
We all of a sudden we go through a roster and we need somebody and we don't have anybody available that fits that engagement, then we'll give it a shot. They get a great report. We call and check on them. Then we give them the second job, third job, and then they start cascading at that point into more and more work.
Sure. And then Wavy Davy reference didn't hurt on that one either.
No.
I brought a few people into the agency since as well.
Yes.
We've got Chris
absolutely.
Otterson, we've got Rich Martinez, we've got Alex Johnson.
Yep.
Couple of good guys.
We've got a great stable of DJs, probably the best we've had in 20 years. So.
Well, thanks a lot, man. Now we got to break this crap down and get out of here.
Okay. See you later.